Greetings, welcome to House La Flora. My name is Ädiana Ross, and this is a prophetic word that I want to share with you all. I just want you guys to understand that the way in which God is preparing to bless you and the way in which He is blessing many of you is going to be out of the ordinary. And He is really wanting us to prep our hearts and minds, because the world is not going to understand how these blessings came about, how you have received what you have. They're not going to understand the glow up. And some of them may go as far to assume that you've sold your soul to the devil, that you've done something wild to get to where you are, like you've compromised in some way, when in fact, no, that is not the case. Our God is simply faithful. But the reason as to why these blessings are going to show up in unconventional ways is because it's to glorify our Father. See, He's going to bless you in ways that man cannot. That's the glory. He needs that glory. So it's going to show up again in that unconventional way. And He brought this to my awareness this morning as I was reading the book of Proverbs. And let's see, it's chapter 30, and we'll start here at verse 21, okay? And I'm going to read from two different translations, one from NIV, the NIV version, and then I have my Tanakh here that I want to read from, the Hebrew Bible, okay? So this is the NIV version. It says, "Under 3 things the earth trembles, under 4 it cannot bear up. A servant who becomes king, a godless fool who gets plenty to eat, a contemptible woman who gets married, and a servant who displaces her mistress." Again, many will tremble. They won't be able to bear how it is you've received what you have, what you shall have. They won't be able to fathom what God is doing, because they haven't trusted in the God that we trust in. They haven't waited on the God that we have waited on. They have not submitted their lives to God in the way that we have. So there's no way for them to understand the blessings of our God. So they draw their own worldly conclusions. But let me take it from the Tanakh. Again, this is Proverbs chapter 30. "The earth shudders at 3 things, at 4 which it cannot bear: a slave who becomes king, a scoundrel sated with food, a loathsome woman who gets married, a slave girl who supplants her mistress." Now, what this is speaking to is the way perception can deceive. See, many people who are being resurrected right now, who are coming into total submission of what God has called them to, those you have interceded for, are now becoming kings. They're now taking their royal position, whereas before they may have been in captivity, they may have been bound. So the world will see this and shudder and assume it's a slave who became king. You were a nobody before, but now you have all this food. I don't understand. How is your harvest so significant when last season I saw you and you looked like you were at your lowest? It continues. "A loathsome woman who gets married." The haters gonna hate, but when they see you move into your marriage promise, again, this is what they're assuming. Wow, how could she get married? We don't believe in her. We didn't think that she was worthy. It continues here and it says, "A slave girl who supplants her mistress." You're about to be blessed to where, again, the way the world perceives you, they will not be able to understand or fathom. They will shudder. And some of them, most of them, will not be able to bear it. But it is your promise. You are claiming your inheritance. And though others may not understand it, you do. You know exactly who you are now, and you're taking your rightful position. I love you guys so much. Feel free to join us on the 19th for the takeover workshop, okay? And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you have those links down below. I'll talk to you very soon. My love.